Live, go live, go live. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on another GavsWeatherVids live stream. So we're going live across YouTube and live across the world right now. It's GavsWeatherVids for a Sunday evening. We're going to be here for the next hour or so. Going to be discussing the epic fourth Winter 2023-24 update. If that wasn't enough, we're going to be showing lots and lots of data in this one. So I'll probably start screen catching a little bit earlier than normal for this one, if that's right. Probably around 6:30, because we've got to look at what's going on with potential for some very stormy weather on Wednesday. In addition to that, we will do a regular 10 to 14 day update, and we're going to bring you lots and lots of long range on the live stream as well. So it's going to be, you know, it's going to be epic, and I can't wait to get started with that. But the first part of the stream, I'll be going through live chat, and I'll be shouting you out along the way and taking some questions as well. At 16 concurrent viewers with 9 likes on the live stream. You could smash the like button and let YouTube know and enjoy the live stream. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Thank you so much to our lovely moderators. For moderator on the live stream, got the full set. Full moderator set, full spanner set. We've got James United, we've got Paul James, and we've got Alpha SB here with us as well. Thank you so much to our amazing moderators. SB, feeling better, warming up easily now. I'm so pleased, SB. You think was feeling a little bit poorly earlier on, wasn't you? SB was feeling a little bit poorly, but I think she's feeling a lot better now. So I'm a little bit cold, though, I have to say. It's a bit chilly today, isn't it? But not sure if, like, I've got the shivers coming back. I have been quite a lot better, you know, because I've been quite off colour past few days, and just yesterday I started feeling a bit better, but today I feel quite a lot better. But I thought I did, but now I'm starting to feel like I could get the shivers back again. It's one of those, you know, what I've got, one of those. It just doesn't want to go, you know. It just doesn't want to. Doesn't want to leave. It likes me too much. I think it likes me too much. But anyway, I'm fine. You know, I'm all right, and we're going to be here for the next, the next hour or so. So I'll start going through live chat shortly, taking some questions, and then we will screen catch around 6:30. I think got a lot to show you. As I said, let's see Ben here, Ben NT, lovely Ben. Thank you so much, Ben, for being here. You got a day off, Ben. You got today off, my friend. Thank you so much for checking into our Sunday live stream. Michael Loftus, it is raining heavily. It's raining in Scotland, I should say, but was pleasantly warm at 18 degrees today. It's just a bit, I don't know, it's Ben saying it's muggy. I think it feels quite cold, but I reckon I might still be got my bug about me. Anyway, what do we, you know, got shivers a little bit, but anyway, what do we think to a fourth update, everybody? It's good, wasn't it? Another good update, that's another one ticked off. Now we've got 13 to do, I think, so we've done 4 out of 13 so far. And yeah, it was a good update this week, wasn't it, again? So we went through all of those sea surface temperature anomaly, SST maps, right back to 1985. At the end of the video, we had a look at some stratospheric forecast data as well. A lot of those Copernicus models seem to be going for at least a weaker polar vortex shadowing than average. Some of them might be going for an SSW within that as well. Particularly, I think DWD might be indicating like an early season sudden stratospheric warming. Yeah, you know, and all the regulars as well. So it was a bit of a classic. It was a bit of a classic winter update, I think. If you have not yet seen it, please check it out. You know, now or after live stream, whenever you want to do that, and see what you think. You know, to the fourth update. I'm sure there'll be a couple of questions asked about that. Ben, yes, day off today, and here next Sunday as well. Oh, lovely, Ben. You got 2 Sundays. That's great, my friend. That's absolutely fantastic. We're gonna be live streaming again, Ben. When are you gonna do a quiz? I'm waiting for Ben to Quizmaster Ben. I love Quizmaster Ben. When you gonna do another quiz, Ben? Ben saying it's very interesting, Gav. Thank you so much, my friend. I thought it was a good one again this week. Go to Kirk Thorne. I haven't seen you for a little while, Kirk. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. How are things with you? And hi to Lisa as well. I will go for live chat in a moment. Don't worry, everybody. Hello all. You saw me this week. We can't go out on the broomstick. I don't know, Lisa, but yeah, it is going to be a bit blowy, I think, especially on Wednesday. We're at 40. Oh, you're doing okay, Lisa. We're at 40. Lovely to see you. We're at 40 concurrent viewers with 18 likes on likes. You could smash the like button and let YouTube know you're enjoying the live stream. It'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, I think we'll start going through. Ben saying, yeah, I do want to see. Got to do a quiz soon, Ben. Got to do a quiz. Gav say, got to do a quiz. Right, we're going to start going through the live chat then. Sharon, hello, Kevin. Why were a lot of the SSW graphs on Miles going for a major weekend? I don't know. I don't know. Sharon, that's just what they go for. I assume at least some of them would be picking up on a sudden stratospheric warming, early on in the season. Particularly DWD looked a little bit like that, but to be honest, I don't know. They're just signaling like a weaker than average zone of wind and therefore polar vortex, I think. Kirk Fun, I'm doing okay. Getting over a kidney infection, not nice. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, my friend. They can be very nice, very painful, actually, can't they? Kidney infection. I've got a little bit of quiff going on today. I reckon Gav might be quipping it up a little bit up the front. I should have flattened that down, shouldn't I, before I started? No mind, too late now. Right, okay, gonna start going through the live chat now. It's a suit saying Q&A time. It is, my friend. Right, let's start doing that then. We're at 46 concurrent viewers with 21 likes on the stream. If you could smash the like button and let YouTube know you enjoy this live stream, it would be amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Right, first person in with us was James Jukebox 2. Hello to you, my friend. Good evening, Gav. I'll just get my beer from the fridge. You enjoy your beer and the live stream, my friend. Thank you so much. Hello to Mark and Rich. Evening, Gavin. Do you think at some point over the next 20 years there'll be a cold winter? Even a cluster got to be at some point. You would think so, wouldn't you, my friend? You would think we're going to get another cluster in the next 20 years. Hello to Mark again, saying, Gavin, with September going now to be a warm month with CT, would you now just go by that and do a forecast for a mild winter? Because it's doing very cold. Well, there's never been a cold winter with a CT above 15 degrees in September. So that's first thing down the table. However, there is always a first time for everything, as I've said. Though the odds will be favouring, historically, the historical odds will be favouring a mild winter after this September. But as I said, there's always a first time for everything. The good example that I used with that a little while ago, I think it's on last year, maybe the one before that, was the summer of 2018. And there hadn't been a hot summer in a year ending in the number 8 since 1868. All of the summers from 1868 to 2018, in a year ending in 8 have been either cool, very cool, wet, etc., etc. And then what happened, we got the summer of 2018 and it was baking hot. So there is always, there's always a first time for everything. Well, with these things, there's always a first time for everything. Right, okay, and obviously the drivers are the main factors, like ENSO and solar and QBO, etc., etc. So that's the reason that we can't issue a forecast yet. We've got to carry on collating the data. Hello to Ben Enty. Thank you so much, Ben, for being here. Good evening, my friend. Lovely to see you, Ben. Martin, Gavin, with this storm coming on Wednesday, do you think it's going like autumn 2000 or not? Got a long way to go before we get to that. But I think we might be starting to see the autumn forecast beginning to pick up and get rather back on track. Though, it's not great to be having like 80, 90 mile an hour gusts going through the Irish Sea of that. But from a GavsWeatherVids autumn forecast perspective, I have to say I am quite happy to see it. But obviously, to be serious, it does look as though Wednesday is going to be a very wild day, and everybody's out and about, especially in the west, you're going to need to take care on Wednesday. Mark and Gavin. No, I've done that one, haven't I? Right, okay. Hello to James098. Thank you so, James, for being here. Mark and Gavin, do you remember? And thank you so much for moderating. Thanks to all of our moderators as well. Awesome. Martin Gavin, do you remember the bad windy storm in January 2007? Yeah, I remember that one. It was really bad one, lots of damage at the time. I remember walking through the woods near me and trees were down. I remember that, yeah, January 07, wasn't it? Otherwise, that wasn't overly stormy winter, but it did, you know, that was quite a bad storm. I can't remember that one, actually. Martin Gavin, is that about time for winter at this stage? El Nino is warmer near the eastern part of the actual ocean. If that was to carry on into the winter, then that would favour a milder winter as well. I think, no, sorry, YouTube not placing out there. But we saw from the CFS it's expected to become Madoki in nature. Ricky, Ben saying, I feel we're going to get 2005 winter. Like, is that like 0405 or 0506, Ben? No, both of those winters had it cold later on, though, so I suppose you're expecting the cold as well to come later, you know, through February, and possibly lasting into March as well, because both of those winters did that 0405 and 0506. Ben's also asking how I'm feeling. I thought I was feeling a lot better, Ben, but I am feeling like I could be getting a little bit shivery again, I have to say. I'm not sure if it's cold, you know, with the wind picking up here at Towers, or you know, whether I've got shivers coming back on again. But I do feel a lot better, as you can tell. You know, I'm not coughing anywhere near as much of that, so I am feeling a lot better, I think. Thank you so much, my friend, for your concern. I hope you're doing okay too. Max and Gavin, with sort of maximum, do we get more cool summers or hot summers? Or does it just depend on the sort of maximum? I think it's very variable for summer. Summer's always variable, but I think overall, like, summer maximum tends to pep up the jet stream a little bit more. So I would say that, like, sort of maximum tends to be more unsettled year round, and that can be sometimes summers, and that can often be winters as well, you know, as it has that effect of niggling the jet stream a little bit. It's most notable, most evident, I think, in winter, but the summers can be a little bit more changeable as well, I think. Ben said, Madoki El Nino, so for spelling. No problem, my friend. We know what you mean, man. Thank you so much, Ben. That's no problem at all. Mark and Gavin, the LEO has been negative most of the summer, similar to 2019. Does that mean it's following that, and it'll be a PV of doing winter, or doesn't it? There are a range of winters, weren't there, Mark, within the package of analog. So 2019 did show up, 2019, 2020, but there are also several colder winters in there as well. Roll your sleeves up, Gav, get to work, Gav, roll your sleeves up. No, so it's variable, my friend. It's very, very variable set, but overall favouring, like, blocking for January and February, actually, which I'm a little bit surprised about how that came out. Shiram, hello to you, my friend. Even hello, Gavin. What were the models picking up on the seasonal one around us to give us all of the northern blocking? Well, connecting that to, like, the data we showed today. So, on the season one around us, particularly the Copernicus suite of models, were all showing quite a lot of blocking, weren't they, for the winter. They weren't particularly going for a cold winter, but then the long-range models never do. They're always favouring mild and average temperature, so it's always like mean cell pressure and 500 millibar heights that I look at. But anyway, a lot of those Copernicus models were showing like a blocking signal. Now, connecting that to what we showed you today, which was the stratospheric forecast data, I reckon a lot of those Copernicus suite of models could be, not saying they necessarily are right, but I reckon a lot of them could be going for a stratospheric warming, or some sort of early stratospheric warming event. Not sure if it'll be an SSW, but generally above average temperatures at the 10 HPA stratospheric level, which could translate to an increased blocking signal. I reckon that's what's going on with those Copernicus models. And we're going to go through those on a month-by-month basis later on in this live stream as well, by the way. So you see them seasonally on the seasonal roundup, but on this live stream, we're going to go through them month by month, and you see how they're working out with their blocking signals and that. Mark saying, no, Cheryl saying, hello, Gavin, is it true or not that you get a cold winter with moderate El Nino? Yes, we had 0910, for example, but there aren't that many of them, but yes, you can get cold winter with a moderate El Nino. Mark saying, Gavin, do you agree it's been 30 years since the AMO was in Atlantic multi-decade oscillation was in a cold phase? Do you agree? You're long overdue if it goes cold again. Has to happen at some point in the future. You will think so, wouldn't you, Mark? But there's not much sign of it at the moment. But you would expect it to start changing into its colder phase like any time now, imminently, really. We're just going to have to wait and see. But there's absolutely no sign of it at the moment. The Atlantic, as we established on today's video, is in a very, very warm state, as are all of the oceans at the moment. Steffi saying, going, solar cycle note does not influence the summer season temperatures. We tend to forget that solar influences are global and not local. I think they do affect the Atlantic a little bit more, though, Steffi, in terms of the jet stream, the way we impact the jet stream. But it's most evident, in the winter, actually, not less evident in the summer. But I would say, like when you're in solar maximum, the effect on the jet stream through solar particles is just to niggle it a little bit more. And as I say, that is most evident, of course, in the winter, because the winter is perceived that it's really governed primarily by, well, all seasons are governed by the jet stream, but, the jet stream, because of the difference in temperature from the pole to the tropic, jet stream is always at its strongest in the winter, so it becomes a little bit more evident, I think, in the winter. 52 can cope with us with 29 likes on live stream. Good smash the like button and let YouTube know that you enjoy the live stream. It'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so both for doing that. Hello to SB, going to Alpha SB. Thank you so much, SB, for being here. Steffi, hello to Steffi Adcock again, saying, at GavsWeatherVids, so you're collating all the questions before we start there. I was having to think about some of them, Steph, before I start. I've been a little bit more relaxed tonight. I'm normally dashing about, rushing to get set up, but tonight I'm just sitting here waiting to start, which is always nice. Hello to JL, good evening. 1 week today will be the 1st of October. It's true. And on the next update, by the way, I'm going to show the swingometer. Richard's back from holiday, and going to start collating all of the data, and we'll be able to bring the swingometer at the start of the 5th update. So that's going to be epic. Hello to Matthew Orchard, thank you so much, my friend. And hello to J72 as well. Good evening to you. Hello to Paul James, thank you so much to Paul. We've got Paul, SB, and James moderating on the live stream tonight. That's absolutely awesome. Thank you so much to our spanners for being here. Hello to Laura Johnson. Good evening, Gav, and everyone. Hi, Laura. Thanks so much for checking in. James United, BBC has Sleep next week. Can't see that happening live. Is that on the app, my friend? I'd be surprised, but it's getting on now. It's getting on towards October. I remember, I think it's 1994, had a very cold start to October with frost and even wintry showers across some northern parts of Scotland. So I'd be surprised, but you never know. We are getting on into the autumn now. Matthew saying, I hope everyone has had a great Sunday. Weather here has been okay. Not been too bad here. No, we've not had the worst of the remains of Nigel. Okay, hello to Shoot. Good evening, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Mark saying, Gavin, what do you think is the best question? So half an hour about the weather. Let's do this again. Mark saying, Gavin, what do you think is best questions half an hour, then weather things other half? I'm not sure, Mark. I'm not sure what you want to repost that again. I'm not sure, Mark. But yeah, we do like questions in the first half an hour, and then we do data in the second half an hour, my friend. Isaac, good to you, my friend. Good to Isaac Shaw. Hi, Gav. Thanks for checking up on me. That's no problem, my friend. I was interested to see how you're getting on. Now you joined, you've joined uni. Your vids have kept me grounded, and I'm enjoying the more active weather as something to focus on and something to enjoy looking at when I have my home free time. Thank you so much, my friend. That's incredibly kind of you. Yeah, I'm just interested, Joe, because I know you started university. It is a big change for you, so I just wanted to see how you're getting on. It sounds like everything's going great, so well done, my friend. Right, okay, we've already shouted out Michael Loftus. Thank you so much for being here. Matthew said I think we're going to get away with things down the south, but some rain at times. Yes, I think so. Although the tracking for the low on Wednesday is still to be determined. It looks like it's pushing up the... where's the hour movement? It looks like pushing up the western side. Hello to Tim Toycar. Hello to Tim Toycar. Hello, Gavin. Greetings from Belgium. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. XB, the goddess of Spanner. Our Spanners are with us. At 65 concurrent viewers with 33 likes on live stream. You could smash the like button, everybody that YouTube though, which your live stream, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thanks so much for doing that. Jason Shutt, good evening, Gav. How are you doing? I'm doing fine, thank you, my friend. How is Storm progressing for Wednesday? Gonna have a look at data in a moment. It looks like it's going to be like Atlantic Irish coast that get the worst of it. We'll have a look at 12s there, a couple of models, you know, at in what's time? In around 10 minutes or so. So stick around, my friend. Hurricane Ninja. Good evening, Ninja. High pressure looks promising. Good evening, my friend. Thanks so much for being here. Mark saying calls can be like that, Gav. Yeah, they can stick around sometimes, can't they? Right, okay. Let's go down. Let's have a look. Lovely live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Mark saying, think El Ninos do get sudden atmospheric warming, Gav, don't they? Yeah, Richard's presentation, the first winter update indicated, but when you combine El Nino with the ECQPO, you increase the chance of an SSW, so they might be picking up on that. Also with the active hurricane season, which is unusual to have with an El Nino, so that might be at play within the Copernicus models as well. I think that could be. Right, okay. Where are we going in live chat? Let's have a look. Right, over to Terry Chamber. Thank you so much, Terry, for being here. Hi, Gav. Hope you're well. Do you think we'll have snow in the south this year? As we don't have much. It's too early to say, my friend, but, yeah, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. A little bit of snow in the south. Thank you so much for being here. Right, okay. Shiram, hello, Gavin. Do you think high pressure will take hold in October? Their autumn forecast did have October as like the most anti-cyclonic month. I'm a little bit unsure about that of the autumn. I'm a little bit unsure about that because we've had so much high pressure in the first half of September. So I wonder whether we might still keep the unsettled weather going for the first half of October, then maybe go to some higher pressure the second half of October. But it is all to be revealed, you know. I'm just thankful that we're finally seeing some significant lows, so we're getting the autumn forecast back on track. Go to James Bacon. What are you looking forward to most before Christmas, Halloween, or Guy Fawkes? Or is it a difficult decision? I like Christmas, you know. I'm a Christmas person. And out of Halloween and Guy Fawkes, it would be bonfire night for me. But I'm old, you know. In my day, when I was a kid, we celebrated bonfire night, you know, more than we did Halloween. That's changed round now. Halloween's like the big thing now. So that's very dependent on on one's age, I think. Right, okay. Hello to B. Got lovely B here. Thank you so much, B, for being on the live stream tonight. Suit, Gav, I'm doing better after what happened last week. I'm so pleased, my friend, but you're doing better. Ben thinks you're going to have a 2005. So is that... Hold on. Oh, here we go. He's coughing again. Is that, Ben, is that 0405 or 0506? Ben might do a quiz next Sunday. We'll see. Wow. And if you do, Ben, I'll be on it. Definitely. I love Quizmaster, Ben. I'll definitely be checking into that one if you do it, Ben. We'll have a laugh, and I'll give you a few plugs as well in Wednesday show. I won't be live streaming on Friday because I'm off to the cinema Friday to see The Exorcist. gracious me. But I'll give you a shout out on Wednesday's stream if you are going to be Quizmaster Ben next Sunday. Sharon, Wednesday is like 25 because it's like expected to reach sort of maximum. 2025, I think, my friend. This might be the best time we might expect a cold winter. You do sometimes pick up a cold winter, the winter straight after solar maximum. So, thinking of 2000, 2001, for example, and, 2012, 2013 came after the first peak of solar cycle 24. There's 1990, 1991 as well. So you can sometimes get a cold winter, close to solar maximum, actually. It's usually a one-off, and then the rest after that, as you go through the descending phase, are normally relatively mild. But yeah, so it'll be something to keep an eye on. Around 2025, we're expecting solar maximum. Steffi saying 2025, it'll be around 2030 for solar minimum. Yeah, around 2030, 2031, something like that. 2030, won't it? Yes, that's right, sir. Jace, on today's winter update, it showed an increase in snow cover over the east of Russia. A friend of mine has been in Sweden, in the Arctic Circle, had 40 centimetres or so, never showed this increase. I wonder whether it just snowed and then melted very quickly or something, Jace. But I forgot to look at, it's so many things, I forgot to look at Scandinavia, actually. I don't know if it was showing that snow cover or not, actually. I forgot, but we will start looking at those charts much more in-depthly. If that's the word, or much more in-depth from next week's update onwards. Sure, hello Gavin, why did summer 2023 see a very negative NAO, despite June being the warmest on record? Well, June's warm was caused by a big Scandinavian high, So, negative NAO doesn't necessarily mean that the weather's going to be cold all the time. So it just depends what the pattern is. It just depends what the pattern is that's driving whatever weather you're getting. And June was dominated by a large Scandinavian high and easterly winds. So that was the reason. So despite that, we still came away with a very warm month due to the wind direction. Right, okay. What a lovely live stream. Thank you so, but an absolute classic. We're coming close to 70 concurrent with 38 likes on stream. Good smash like, but let YouTube know your job live stream. It'd be incredible. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Sharon says, have you got anything cooking in the oven this evening? No, not yet, Sharon, but I think after Sharon, I'm going to put myself a little chicken leg in. So that won't take long to cook. It only take sort of 40, 45 minutes, something like that. So I shall get that on after the stream. I think have a little bit of chicken leg. Ben saw Winter 2009. Yeah, 0910 was in the package, wasn't it? Ben also said, I think 0405. With all the blocking and nothing happening. Right, okay, Ben, I'm with you. Yeah, that had 0405 had quite a cold February. Got quite cold in the second half of February, and ran into March as well. Lisa, thank you, Steffi. The goal would be to return to work. Already, please return at first, but hoping go full-time after half-term. I'm so pleased you're doing all right, Lisa. It sounds like you're doing absolutely great. Sounds like you're doing absolutely fantastic. And I'm so pleased, Lisa. And please know we're all willing you on to get back to work full-time and get back to your life, basically. That's what you want to do when you've been through cancer treatment. I've been through it a little bit myself. Nothing to your extent, I didn't have radio or chemo or anything like that. But I did have an operation, quite a significant operation. And afterwards, you just want to get back, don't you? You want to get back to your life. And you're doing great. And you're going to get back to everything, Lisa. And I'm so pleased. And please know we're willing you on, Lisa. And thank you so much for being here. Matthew, roast chicken today, Gav. I'm gonna have a bit of chicken as well. potatoes, French beans, kale, honey, oh my goodness, parsnips, carrots, Yorkshire pudding. So you're having it all, aren't you, my friend? You're having it all. You're having the works. I'm not having anywhere near that near that amount of stuff. But you enjoy it, my friend. Michael Loftus, looks like Social 25 has peaked. Do colder winters tend to coincide with solar minimums? Yes, they do. Statistically, you are more likely to get colder winters around or just after solar minimum. And I'm not sure about the peak. I reckon we've still got quite a bit more of this solar maximum to go, but we'll see. Isaac saying, at GavsWeatherVids, do you think for named storms you'll be able to do a separate video for those, going into detail for those, or do you not think it's worth it because 6 a.m. forecast? I mean, we could turn Stormwatch into, like, rather than thunderstorms, like windstorms, I suppose. I'll see, I'll see. Usually I just look at it within the 10 to 14 days, but I don't suppose there's any reason not to, particularly. Hello to Motivation. Thank you, Motivation, for being here. I'm going to come down to the bottom of the live chat because I've got a lot of data to get through. So let me just shout you all out as much as I can. So, hello to Gregor. Hello to you, my friend. Hello to Motivation. Rachel Bloxham is sneaking in. We see you, Rachel. We see you. Right. Okay. Oh, who else am I going to shout out? Mark saying, yeah, Gavin, that was meant to say half an hour for questions and half an hour for weather updates. Yeah, that's right, Mark, that's right. Hello to Nick Wills, hello to you, my friend, evening Gav, finally creeping towards winter. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Hello to Music Dude, windy in Belfast. Do you think that storms will have cleared by Thursday? I'm flying on that day. I think Thursday will be a calmer day, but could still be a little bit wet and windy. Motivation, hi Gav, hope you're okay. When do you think we're going to get a northerly? Well, it's no sign of right this side of October. We might get some northerly winds in October. I'll wait and see. Mark saying, Gavin, if we get PV doing winter pattern in winter, then we got a big sunshine warming, could break us out a bit quick. Yes, it could. Hello to Peter Cornwell. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Hello to Katrine Baso is with us tonight too. Right, okay. Hello to Muncie. Going to Muncie Pio. We're at 69. Can go. Yeah, it's very gracious me. Hello to Muncie. Hello to Chris Stewart. Just check the weather warnings from the Met Office. Yellow warning for wind from 10 a.m. Wednesday until 7 a.m. Thursday. Right, well, I haven't got the Met up, actually, but before we start screen capturing, we'll probably have a look at that as well, and see what they're doing. Okay, I've got that ready. Thank you so much, Chris, for letting me know about that. Hello to Frank Cromat. Good evening, Gavin. Very warm, dry, and sunny September in Austria so far. Looks like we're overdue a cold winter. Could this be the year? That's the question, my friend. That's the question that we're trying to answer. We shall see. We're at 70 concurrent viewers, now 72 concurrent viewers with 44 likes on stream. Thank you so much, everybody. It'd be absolutely epic. And we're getting close to data time now. Shooty's got a chicken as well. That sounds lovely. Yeah, so we're waiting to see, Frank, but we are overdue a cold winter. We are overdue a cold winter, not just in the UK, but many parts of Europe are. So we shall see. Hello to John Bevan. Hi, Gav. Do you not think with the extremities of summer we've had, can we then not, therefore, let's do this again. John Bevan saying, hi, Gav. Do you not think with the extremities of the summers we've had, can we not therefore have the same extremities in the winter, given the factors in the warming we are experiencing? Yeah, it's certainly possible we could have a very variable winter, swinging wildly from cold and warm and whatnot. So I wouldn't rule that out at all. Right, okay, hello to John Corner. Hello to you, my friend. I've got Fish Kings in with us as well. Hello to Fish Kings. My good friend Fizz is here. John Corner cannot wait light. I wonder what that's related. Is that like data or something? Or for the winter, I wonder. But anyway, thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Okay. Andy Howard, over to you. Going to Andy, thank you so much. I'm going through my chat very quick. I'm going to start bringing data imminently. Hello to Andy Howard. Thank you so much, my friend, for being on the live stream. Jason Nitrate, for anyone who likes to talk weather and keep up to date with what we are all up to, including Gav, you can join the Discord server for anyone who has not done so already. Yeah, just email GavsWeatherVids@gmail.com and I shall send you an invitation link if you would like to do that. We are an open Discord server to the general public, but if you'd like to join, then just email and I shall reply with a link. Motivation. Hi Gav, I bite my tongue and can't eat anything. I'm so sorry to hear that, my friend. I do that a lot after my after my tongue operation that changed the shape of my tongue a little bit. Well, I can sympathise, my friend. I can sympathise. Okay, right. Jason Chu. I think I'll shout out Jason Ray, but thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Got Luke Foster saying hi, Gav. Hello to you, Luke. We're very close to 80 concurrents. You're waiting for data now, aren't you? Hello to Luke Foster. Thank you so much for being here. Right, okay, where am I in the live chat? Where am I? Hello to TBOS, the best of Sweden is here. Good to you, my friend. Thank you so much for being on a live stream tonight. Suits is saying, TBOS, you're a great person. TBOS is lovely. Yeah, thank you so much, the best of Sweden, for being here. Right, okay. I saw Paul saying a comment. Where was that? Where's Paul? Where are you, Paul? Paul, yeah, Laura, I'm 30 miles north of the coast, and it's different here to the coast due to the South Downs. You tend to get it mild, don't you, Paul? you tend to get a lot of mild winters down there, don't you? Fish Kings, if you'd like to join GavsWeather Discord community, email Gav. Yeah, GavsWeatherVids@gmail.com. And that's how you can join our Discord. Matthew said, what are you having with your leg, Gav? I've got some sweet corn, homegrown, but my brother grew, so he's given me a sweet corn. I'm going to have that. And I'm going to have some more runner beans as well from the garden, and probably a few roast potatoes, little small ones that I've dug up from the garden. Right, okay, Paul, tell me about it, Gav, lol. Eternal mild. He's like that for you, isn't it? Right, well, it's been an epic live stream so far. Time is getting on. I've got a lot of data to show you. So, thank you so much, everybody. Been an amazing live stream so far. We are hovering close to 80 concurrent viewers with, let's have a look how many likes we've got. 46 likes on stream, so you could smash the like button and let YouTube go and join me live stream. It would be amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. It's coming up to 20 to 7 on Sunday, the 24th of September, 2023. We've been doing an epic live stream so far. Thank you so much for all the questions and posts and interactions. It's now time to bring you data. So I should be disappearing, but you'll still hear me, and I'll be back for the end of the live stream to wrap things up. And the image is going to be going as well. And we're going to start screen capturing in 3, 2, 1. There we go, screen capturing on this Sunday evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for absolutely epic live stream. Suit screen capture. Data time. Had to Paulos, 93. Good evening, Gav. I enjoyed the 4th winter update today. An interesting winter coming, I think. We shall see, my friend. But the update was the update was good, wasn't it? The update was good. Suit, weather time, data time. James and Jake, I can always count on one thing about our winters. It could snow often. Oh, hold on. If I want to get still got that little bit of a tickle, but it's not as bad as it was on Friday when I did feel really quite unwell. My eyes settled down as well, by the way, everybody, if you're just wondering, because like my eyes were really flaring up, weren't they, on Friday night? But I had a good night's sleep and they sort of settled down. Dr. David Wilkinson, thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Luke Foster, data time. Okay, let's do it then. Right, so we're going to start off with both weather warnings, I think. Now, I've got a warning today for rain. Covered by 6 a.m. forecast, southwest Scotland, and also for just the far northwest of England as well, I think. So that expires at 1 minute to midnight tonight. Quieter then tomorrow and Tuesday, then we've got Wednesday and Thursday. So let's have a look at this. A widespread yellow warning for wind covering most central, northern and western regions on Wednesday, but southeast just about getting away with it now out as far northwest of Scotland. Valid from 10 a.m. on Wednesday to 7 a.m. Thursday morning. A spell of strong winds is expected to move northeast through Wednesday, with a chance that we could see that they could be significantly disruptive. Oh wow! That might become an amber warning. Let's just make sure to catch this. That might become an amber warning. I reckon by Tuesday. I wouldn't be surprised if around these Atlantic and Irish Sea coasts, like for Wales and northwest, possibly southwestern Scotland, if there's maybe Northern Ireland too, if there's an amber warning. So keep an eye on that, everybody. If there is, then you heard it here first. If there's not, then forget that I ever mentioned it. But it does look very, very significant in terms of this storm on Wednesday. Let's have a look at a little bit of model data. So we'll look at the standard GFS first of all. Let's have a quick look at the radar actually. So what's going on with that rain. So yes, look at this. We have got lovely new look radar, much clearer, isn't it? Too. But yes, we've got some really heavy rain through northern and western parts of the country. Right now, this is 6:15, so you can see where all that heavy rain is really wet across much of Scotland and also into Northern Ireland, and a band of rain across western parts of England and Wales. So back going to push eastwards and will kind of fizzle out as it gets past the Midlands and through into eastern parts of England. Now, let's have a look at Wednesday. So I'll have a look at standard GFS wind gusts. Here we go then. And this is what GFS latest run 12Z is showing on Wednesday. So by midday, we've got widespread wind gusts up the Irish Sea and around the Atlantic coast of Ireland, going up to 70 miles an hour, in excess of 70 miles an hour. Just to the south line, we do have people watching from Ireland, just to the south of Ireland. We've got winds in excess of 80 miles an hour there at 9 a.m. on Wednesday morning. Really, really stormy. And very strongest winds transferring northwards and eastwards. So by Wednesday evening, 6 p.m. in the evening, we've got widespread wind gusts through Wales, much of the Midlands, northern England, up to southern Scotland, going to 50, 60 miles an hour, around those coasts in excess of 60 miles an hour as well. So this does look very, very significant spell of strong winds. But strongest of winds transferring into the North Sea, right, Wednesday into Thursday. Thursday will be a rather quiet today. Still breezy, but rather quiet today on Thursday. Late Thursday, another push of quite strong winds coming into the south and into the southwest. Right, that's the GFS stuff. Also, we'll have a look at our page. Why not do that? I think that just runs out now with our page to the time we're requiring. So here we go on Wednesday. Again, we can see about 11 a.m. We're in excess of 90 miles an hour there, just to the south of Ireland, midday on Wednesday. Widespread gusts into the Irish Sea, going to around 70 miles an hour. Looks very significant and disruptive. Both strongest winds then transferring from the Irish Sea in towards Wales and western parts of England. Again, gusts going up to 50 or 60 miles an hour. Strongest winds again in excess of 60, between 60 and 70 miles an hour, transferring to northern England, then off into the North Sea. Things calming down by the time you get into Thursday morning. That looks very significant and disruptive too, doesn't it? And we've also got high-res UKV. Now, let's have a look at ICOM. for that one. So Icon, DWD, UK, and wind gusts. And so we can see that on Wednesday again. Icon is taking the wind gusts from south of Ireland to 95 miles per hour, just off the Irish Sea coast there of Southern Ireland. Goodness gracious me, getting close to 100 miles an hour. And up the Irish Sea, we're seeing widespread gusts again, 60, 70, possibly up to 80 miles an hour. They transfer inland, start to push through North Wales and into northwestern England again. It's less than 70 miles an hour through there during the course of Wednesday afternoon and into Wednesday evening. Then off into the North Sea with things going a little bit calmer as we get through into Thursday. And then we've also, you see the potential here for some very disruptive weather. And then we've also got UKV. So once again, we want to go to wind gusts, especially this morning's UKV. The latest will be updating in the next half an hour or so. Again on Wednesday, here come those winds once again to the south of Ireland, 70, 80 miles an hour possible there on gusts possible there on Wednesday morning. Then the strongest winds transfer up the Irish Sea, 70 to 80 mile an hour gusts moving through the Irish Sea and around those Atlantic coasts as well, and then off into the North Sea on overnight Wednesday into Thursday. You can see the potential here. This is occurring during the day as well. So a lot of the time if these storms happen at night, then it's not as bad because there aren't as many people around, you know. But in the day, you know, with this happening in the day, during Wednesday, then it could be quite disruptive. This actually could be quite disruptive. So everybody's going to need to take care, you know, and look after themselves on Wednesday. There's still time for this downgrade. By the way, the exact track of this low could change as well. No, it's not entirely nailed down, the track of it, but does look very significant. We're at 92 concurrent viewers. Absolutely massive live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. With 53 likes on the stream. Thank you so much, everybody. Please smash like button. Let YouTube know you enjoy the machine. Thank you so much. Katrine with a channel member chat. Gavin, could you please explain what effect will El Nino Madoki affect us in the winter? Thank you. We will be looking at this in depth later on in the winter updates, Katrine. So I don't want to say too much at the moment, but generally Madoki El Ninos have a greater chance of being colder. That's particularly for Northern America, a little bit less so in Northern Europe, but there is still a bit of a connection there. It's still a little bit of a connection there between an increased chance of a colder winter with a Madoki El Nino. Later on in winter updates, we'll do an ENSO special, and I'm sure, you know, we'll be going through standard El Ninos versus Madoki El Ninos, and we'll put it all into context for you. Hello to Stephen Wells there. Hello to Stevie Wells. Thank you so much for being here. Laura Johnson, crazy gust. Most I've ever experienced is 60 miles an hour. That blew the cobwebs away. Can you imagine like 800 mile an hour gusts south of Ireland? Unbelievable. Lisa, woo! Thank goodness I'm not at work on Wednesday. Kids will be going nuts. Wind always dry and wild. It's going to be a wild Wednesday. Hello to TBOS. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, TBOS. Mark, still going to work on Wednesday. You look after yourself, my friend. Stephen Wells said, has anyone checked out CFA charts? Xmas looking good. Wow, wow, wow. Hello to David Wilkinson in North Wales. We'll have to go down 10 miles an hour on Wednesday. Right, let's bring you the 10 to 14 day update. So gone through Wednesday's storm. Right, let's bring you the 10 to 14 day update next. So we've got three interest areas. We've got the remains of Ophelia. We've got a X, and we have now got Tropical Storm Philip. Philip or Philip? I think it's Philip. So let's deal with Ophelia first of all. So remnants of Ophelia sitting across eastern parts of America, giving maximum sustained winds of 25 bars per hour with a minimum set pressure of 1,007 millibars. That's pretty much done with. But Wednesday's storm is actually connected a little bit to Ophelia. It's not going to be like a direct hit from Ophelia, but some of the energy of the low that is Ophelia is going to break off, and so kind of I think it's like the spawn. I saw my good friend James on Twitter saying that it's the spawn of Ophelia, and I think that's going to be a good way to describe it, really. So that across Eastern America is having an impact on our weather. And on the storm we're going to have on Wednesday. We've also got Disturbance 1 with a 10% chance of cyclone formation in the next 2 days, 40% chance in the next 7 days. And then we've got Philippe, Tropical Storm Philippe, giving maximum sustained winds of 50 miles per hour with a minimum set pressure of 1,000 millibars. Clicking on Philippe, it's going to remain as a tropical storm until the end of the week. So currently just there. By Friday, not moving that much, just there, well to the southeast of Bermuda. Still in business at that point, so it's possible that beyond that, Philippe could power up into a hurricane. Will Philippe go that direction? Will we go that direction? That direction? We'll wait and see, and we'll keep you updated. Right, central temperature has not updated. We're a little bit stuck at the moment for updates from CT, so it's still sitting 18.1. That is provisional to the 21st of September. I would imagine we are now under 18 degrees in the 17s, but we can't confirm that. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles that could reach Birmingham today. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Birmingham. So I have a little bit above average at the moment, associated with the low pressure that is the remains of Hurricane Nigel. Generally around average over the rest of September into the start of October. Possibly a bit of a warming trend appearing through the first week of October there, although there is a lot of scatter. Plenty of precipitation spikes as well, so quite a wet weather to come through the rest of September. A little bit drier there for a few days in early October, then getting wetter again as we go from the first week into the second week of October. Temperature anomalies from the 24th of September, 2nd of October, coming out above average. All parts of Europe warmer than average too. We're actually closer to average, really. UK, Ireland, and Norway standing out as being a little bit closer to average compared to most parts of Europe. And the current of warmth is now more in eastern parts of Europe, but nowhere looking cold. Let's put it like that way. Precipitation-wise, from mid-24th September, 2nd of October, wetter than average in the north and west, and drier than average for England and Wales. Latest report back from earth.nullschool.net. Shows that we've got this area of low pressure that is the remains of Hurricane Nigel sitting just to our west, and there's the weather front in the west that's going to be pushing eastwards, and the wet weather on that will be dying out as the evening night wears on. Strong winds ahead of that coming up from the south, particularly around the Irish Sea coast. So we're already pretty windy today, and so get windier as we get into the middle part of the week. Right, let's start going for chart data then. Latest UK Met looking like this. Click back to YouTube. So 92 concurrent viewers now. 56 likes on stream. Please smash the like button and let YouTube know that you're enjoying the live stream. CT not working. We're not updating it at the moment. Not updating it at the moment. I'm not sure why, but sometimes this does happen. They stop updating. Right, okay, but we'll have an update soon, I'm sure. Right, okay, so let's just enable the holler and go through chart data. This is Wednesday's significant low, sweeping in from off the Atlantic Ocean. Very windy of that, probably not quite as bad as some of the model output is suggested with that, but still very windy in the west and transferring from the southwest into northern parts of England. Another significant low coming in Thursday to Friday there. By the way, that was a little bit further southwards, maybe bring another bout of wet weather. And then higher pressure next weekend starting to move up from the south, so turning drier and warmer, back to southerly winds again as we get into the beginning of October. Probably won't last for long though. More low pressure is out in the Atlantic, but briefly next weekend we might turn things a little bit drier and warmer then. Icon, again with that low pressure across Ireland, that looks deeper with Icon compared to the UK Met, doesn't it? So that was very, very significant storm sitting over Ireland there midday on Wednesday, and that transfers northeastwards, particularly affecting northern and western parts of the country. More low pressure coming in after that through the end of the week, and then next weekend again, bridge pushes up from the south, turns a little bit drier and slightly warmer a couple of days next weekend. And then we get to the end of next weekend, midnight to Monday. So higher pressure in the south, pressure drying quite warm there, still rather unsettled further north. But GFS 12s even more deeper, if it's possible, with that area of low pressure on Wednesday. It's even more deeper. That's not a word. It's not a sentence. Even deeper with the low pressure. What's he talking about? You're wondering, what's Gal talking about? Does he know English? People I have wondered over the years. No, even deeper with that low pressure over Ireland on midday on Wednesday. So again, looks really, really stormy on Wednesday. More low pressure pushing through at the end of the week, then higher pressure bridges up from the south into next weekend, turning a bit drier and warmer next weekend. Not for long, low pressure's back in. Once again, a major low. Look at this. I've got a feeling this might be Philippe just here. Serious low just here around the Azores on Tuesday the 3rd of October. That's Philippe, I reckon. And that starts moving in our direction. So we turn wet and windy from Philippe as we go through the second week of, or go into the end of the first week into the second week of October there. Just keeping a generally unsettled autumnal pattern going in a flat westerly by the end of the GFS 12Z GM. Again, showing that significant area of low in the Atlantic on Wednesday, very stormy Wednesday. Higher pressure reaching up from the south next weekend, turns things drier and warmer for a while. And up to day 10, we've got a region of high pressure building up from the southwest. There's Philly there to the north of the Azores at day 10. That looks like it could be caught up in the jet stream and on its way to us. And then the ECM WF 12Z, midnight run, I should say. 12Z won't be updating until 8 p.m. ECM midnight run. Again, that significant low on Wednesday, sweeping into the country. So turning wet, windy on Wednesday. Then after that, higher pressure reaching up from the south next weekend, dry and warmer for a couple of days. And then by day 10, we're back to low pressure to the southwest again with the ECM. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from TomatoShow.com. Rain particularly in the west and north at the moment. Further bouts of rain and showers to come through Monday, Tuesday, but on Wednesday, this is a storm system bringing heavy rain to many parts of the country and severe gale force winds in the west as well. Back to further showery conditions through Thursday and Friday, being drier into the weekend before the rain comes back into the start of next week potentially. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10. Gets us to the 4th of October. 17 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure to our northwest, high pressure to the southeast. Winds coming up from southerly southwesterly direction. A little bit showery for the north. We've got 16 with low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south. That brings dry as weather into the south. 9 with high pressure over top of the country, mostly dry and quite warm with that. Probably another 9 with high pressure reaching up from the southwest. Most of the options seem to involve some sort of ridge to the south at day 10, but how strong that ridge is remains to be seen. To me, time, these are the options that we've got. Gets us to the 9th of October. 15 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure to the northwest, high pressure to our east. So a lot of dry weather comes through about 14 with high pressure right over top of the country. 13 with high pressure to the northwest, low pressure to the east. Winds coming in from a cool northwesterly direction. That could be those northerlies somebody was asking about there with those 13. And 9 with high pressure over the top of the country once again. Quite a lot of anti-cyclonic options there at day 14. CFSB2 weekly is looking like this. These are 500 millibar high times break down into week periods. The first week period takes from the 24th to 30th of September. This next week we'll have a low pressure to our northwest. High pressure will be to the south and to the east. Winds will be coming in from a southwesterly direction, most unsettled in the north and the west there. Week 2 will be the 1st to the 7th of October, high pressure to the south, low pressure to the north, winds coming up from the southwest. You want to see some long range, everybody? Want to see some long range? Give me a thumbs up or a snow emoji, and we'll do that for you. Before we wrap the live stream up. We are coming towards the end of the live stream now, but we have got long range to show you before we come to the end. If you want to see it, give me a thumbs up or star emoji. If you do, week 3 will be 8th and 14th of October. Low pressure rate to the northwest, high pressure southwest. Again, winds coming in a lot on a westerly like that. And then week 4 is going to be the 15th, 21st of October with high pressure again reaching from the southwest to the northeast. Quite a lot of dry weather with that. This is how October looks overall with southwest. Today, 700 millibar heights, low pressure towards Greenland, Iceland, high pressure to our south, winds coming in from a westerly direction. That brings the driest weather to the south. Is going for a milder or warmer than average October. Quite significantly so for many parts of Europe, and as far as precipitation is concerned, near normal for precipitation once again. Just to say that if you're enjoying our live streams and videos and content at the moment, please can you check out our merch store. We've got pillows, got t-shirts, mugs, hats, stickers, magic water bottle, glass, pillow, socks, you name it, we've got it. Please check out our merch store. Get some little bit of GavsWeatherVids merch. If you quote the discount code CMD0721, you get 15% off your order. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. You can become a channel member for GavsWeatherVids by clicking the join button. You'll become a channel member by paying £4.99 a month to GavsWeatherVids. You get exclusive content and perks. You can give us a super thanks. So if you search Jim Mac, click thanks button. You can give a super thanks or a super chat on the live streams. And of course, there is also the option of PayPal as well. So you can give a donation to GavsWeatherVids via the GavsWeatherVids PayPal.me page. I mean, thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Absolutely unbelievable. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of the support over all of these years, everyone. Right, long range. Who wants to see some long range? Who wants to see some long range? Who wants to see some long range? Let's have a look. 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 Who wants to see some long range? As I take to 14 dead. Who wants to see some long range? Right. Right. All these people want to see some long range. So, Bessie Swing wants to see some long range. Lee Foss wants to see some long range. James wants to see some long range. Matthew Orch wants to see some long range. Monty wants to see some long range. Michael McLeod wants to see some long range. How's you, my friend? Fizz Kings, Fizz wants to see some long range. Sharon wants to see some long range. Graham Doolan wants to see some long range. And Smith wants to see some long range. Stephen Wellstead wants to see some long range. Laura Johnson wants to see some long range. Joshua Weatherlab wants to see some long range. How's you, my friend? Paul James wants to see some long range. Frank Cromack wants to see some long range. James Earl Kate wants to see some long range. Jace wants to see some long range. Ben Enty, lovely Ben, wants to see some long range. Louise wants to see some long range. Andy Howe wants to see some long range. Black Web wants to see some long range. David Chicken Crazy wants to see some long range. Soup wants to see some long range. Chris Stewart wants to see some long range. Luke Bowers wants to see some long range. Darren Porter wants to see some long range. Motivation wants to see some long range. I think Matthew Orch wants to see some long range. And Steffi wants to see some long range as well. Wow, what a roll call was that. Dandy wants to see some long range. Okay, let's do that and then we'll get things wrapped up. Hold on, everybody, my voice is going. Goodness gracious me, my voice is going. I'm so sorry, everyone. Right, let's have a look then. CFSB2, first of all, 700 millibar heights for October with high pressure to the south, low pressure to the northwest. So mostly dry and quite warm potentially in October. A warm, dry October indicated there for CFS. A very different November, much more unsettled. Low pressure bringing wet and windy weather in from off the Atlantic. So Atlantic driven, mild, wet and windy November. That'd be good for GavsWeatherVids autumn forecast. December also looking unsettled and mild. Low pressure in the Atlantic, high pressure to the south, winds coming up from southwesterly direction. Can't forecast snow is at it again. This is January. This is a little bit more interesting than what we've seen from CFS for a while. For January, higher pressure in the North Atlantic, ridging up towards Greenland, low pressure over Scandinavia. That could bring some cold weather into January, but complicating factors are high around Spain. That's going to try and keep milder air coming in from off the Atlantic. So probably not continuously cold. We got to get rid of the heights from Spain to have like continuous cold weather. But there could be cold snaps anyway coming through with that in January, February. Again, with high pressure just to our west. So, again, looking quite anti-cyclonic in February. Again, could be a little bit cold snap potential, a little bit less so than January, though. And then finally, March. Most interesting of all, potentially, with high pressure then setting up over or towards Greenland and Iceland. Low pressures in Scandinavia. And that should get wind into a cold north or northeasterly. So, slightly more more interesting from the CFS today. Right, let's start going through the Copernicus suite, then starting off with the ECM WF. This is October, looking unsettled in October, means there are pressure anomalies, of course, low pressure over country, high pressure towards Greenland. So in October, we're looking cool and wet, I would say. November looks like that, very unsettled in November, deep low pressure right over country. You saw these on a 3 monthly basis, by the way, in a season roundup, but what we're doing here is going through them month by month, so you see how they're working out on a month by month basis. December, mid-Atlantic ridge, low pressure north, so that's going to be generally quite mild and wet, potentially very wet for December, but could be some cold snap potential. January, look at this for January, blocking around Greenland and Iceland, low pressure to the south, winds will be coming in from the east. What an epic January that could be if it verified. And February also looking epic as well, with blocking around Greenland and Iceland, low pressure coming in from the south. You're going to see some eye candy with these charts, I think, everybody, so enjoy. You may not see this again next month, I'll just say that, but we'll see. But yes, January and February both shaping up potentially to be very cold and wintry there. Meteo France for October, looking unsettled with low pressure in the country, some blocking away to the north, but I think the main thing for October is quite unsettled there with Meteo France. November, a little bit of a trough to our southwest, that could still be rather unsettled too. December, increasing the blocking around Greenland and Iceland, low pressure to our east, winds coming in from a northeasterly direction there in December, could be cold and wintry. January, look at this, Meteo France also going to town on blocking in January from Greenland to Scandinavia. That should be bringing in the wind from the east. You would think that would be a very cold January if it verified. And February, probably going milder, higher pressure sets up towards Spain, and the blocking goes more towards Canada. So I reckon that will start to bring some milder area, maybe cold snaps still, but probably milder in February there. This is DWD German model. Remember, on the update we did today, the DWD seems to be going for some sort of mid or early to mid-winter strap warming event and really weakening the zone of wind. So let's see what the DWD is showing up month by month. For October, looking unsettled, low pressure is over and to the west of the country, so a rather wet, unsettled October to come. November also looking wet with lots of low pressure to the north, bringing wind from off the Atlantic. December, still rather Atlantic driven and westerly in December into January. What's it showing for January? The low pressure goes south in January over to the south of the country, high pressure setting up around Greenland. That could start to bring some colder air in during January. Not as epic with the blocking as like the ECM and Meteo France though, but February, look what it does in February. Very extensive northern blocking around Greenland, low pressure to the south. That got to be via an SSW, hasn't it? For the middle part of the winter, they expect a very cold February with that. What are you all saying on YouTube? What are you all saying? DWD is the worst. It gets all right though, doesn't it? By February, at 86, 90, still. Thank you so much, everybody. Wow, wow, wow. TBOS, wow. Paul James, wow. February. Things is saying, ooh, Matthew, I'm so excited. Yeah, wow, 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 my friend. Right, okay. SB forecast. CFX thumbs down from Jace. It's got better though, hasn't it? Got better as we go through the Copernicus. Right, okay, where do we get to it? Let's get back to it. This is the JMA, the Japanese. So this one in October. Fun miss, isn't it? Fun, fun, fun. High pressure just to our west and northwest in October. November, looks like that, very unsettled in November. Low pressure country, some higher pressure towards Svalbard. That's trying to bring some colder air in from east. I think November's probably relatively mild and wet there. December, very Atlantic driven. Low pressure to the north, winds coming in from off the Atlantic. Will it go towards blocking January? Not as good with the JMA. The JMA is a little bit of a downer. Higher pressure just to our west-southwest. That will keep us generally quite mild. Maybe a little bit of cold snap potential, but generally quite mild. No northern blocking around Greenland, you'll notice. However, it does get there by February. By February, has high pressure around Iceland and Greenland. Low pressure, again, to the south. Winds should be coming in from an easterly direction. So eventually it gets there in February, but it's not as good for blockings like the ECM, etc. CMCC for October looks unsettled. Low pressure just to our west. November, again, more low pressure just to our west in November. We're nearly at the end of live stream now. Been unbelievable. Thank you so much, everybody, for a wonderful live stream. Thank you so much. You've been amazing. Absolutely amazing on this live stream. Thank you so much. It's been an epic stream. And as I always say, a live stream is only as good as its audience. You have been unbelievable, everybody, on this live stream side. Thank you all so very, very much. December, low pressure with CMCC over the country, heights beginning to rise within the high latitudes, looking rather unsettled and wet. And then check out January, CMCC also going for extensive blocking in January. Low pressure is being pushed to our south. Winds are in from the east potentially in January, and then in February the blocking increases, so really going to town on northern blocking around Greenland. Low pressure going to the south. Winds should be coming in from a cold easterly direction again in February. Goodness gracious me, imagine if this actually verifies, if these models are right. Just imagine the winter we're going to have. Won't we have some fun? I don't know, but this is triple C for October. Deep low pressure over top of the country. Higher pressure is to the north. I nearly found my chair when I saw these charts like a couple of weeks ago. I've been keeping quiet about it. You know, I know a lot of people have been talking about it on social media. I haven't said a word about it until now, but I knew we was going to have an epic live stream with these. ECCC has a big Scandinavian high in November. That's different to all the other models. So that could bring some cold weather in as early as November, actually, with those easterly winds. December, look at this. December to remember, maybe high pressure around Greenland, low pressure over and to the south of the country. January, blocking around Greenland yet again. Low pressure over to the south, winds in from the east, and then finally for February, again, it's just really going to town with that blocking. Low pressure is in from the Atlantic. That could be very snowy, especially for more northern areas. Gotta get that low pressure a little bit further south, mate. Gotta get storm track a little bit further south, maybe, to be a classic. But overall, going in the same direction. Very extensive northern blocking. And then the last one, of course, is our very own Met Office. This is October with low pressure just to the west, looking quite unsettled in October. November, again, dominated by low pressure over the country and to the west. December, also looking Atlantic driven, generally quite mild in December. Is trying to get a Scandinavian high going, though. January, so what's going on in January? Well, certainly not much way of blocking. I'll just put in a question mark. Doesn't look anywhere near as good for blocking mode in January. February, eventually it starts going in the same direction. A little bit half-hearted, maybe, but some higher pressure building generally to the north. That could start to bring some cold air in for February. I think our world models, actually, the JMA and the Met Office are the two that aren't going as extensive with the blocking signal in January and February. But, you know, some epic charts there. If those were to verify, can you imagine the fun we're going to have in this winter when we get to January and February? Well. The plot thickens. If you enjoy this live stream, please give you like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. We need to put on around 80 subscribers, get 17,000 subs. Please give us a sub to your friends and family. To subscribe, your neighbour, your doctor, your vicar, your mother-in-law, if you dare. Tell everybody to subscribe to GavsWeatherVids. Spread the word about the content that we're producing, what we're doing here at the channel with our videos and live streams. We thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Please, you know, buy a little bit of merch, give us a donation, etc, etc, etc. It helps to pay for us to have the channel, and it's epic. Thank you so much. Wonderful live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to give you all a round of applause. because you have been amazing. Thank you so much. Hold on, everybody. There we go. Matthew Mahoney, I think it's safe to say, like to be a backload winter, mid or backload. Remember, a lot of those charts have extensive blocking in January, as well as February. Motivation, CFSB2, thumbs up. Gav, I don't know. But anyway, been epic, hasn't it? Been absolutely epic. Lynn W, hi to Lynn, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lynn, for being here. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Hello to Adam Blunston, Adam Weather fan. Yeah, I think this winter could be cold. My gut feeling. So we'll see, my friend. We'll see. Okay. Sim Wells said most miles are going winter in February, January or February. Looks possible. Ling said it's same mark. Very eerie out here. I don't know. Ling, sorry I'm late. Said Gav. Hope it's been a great stream. It's been awesome. Yeah, been absolutely amazing. No problem being late either, Ling. You check in and come and go when you can. Jace, looking like a back-ended winter, backload winter. Could be. Okay, you've all enjoyed the live stream, I think. Thank you so much to our lovely moderators. Thank you so much to Paul James, to James United, and to SB for moderating on the live stream. Thank you so much. Steve Fitzpatrick, hey Gab, hope you're good. I'm absolutely fine, thank you, my friend. Sean Partridge, no relation. Thanks, Gab. Thank you so much, my friend. Dandy, thanks Gab, Martin, everyone, great live stream as usual. Hugs, everyone. Thank you so much, Dandy. Thank you so much. Remember, everyone, whilst El Nino does tend to coincide with mild winter, there have been cold winters that have been a result of an El Nino, or occurred with an El Nino. For example, 0910 and 1939-40 was actually... I shouldn't go there, should I? I shouldn't go there. But yes, that freezing cold January, the first sub-zero city January for, what was it, 45 years, from 1895 to 1940, that was actually an El Nino winter. I'll just put that out there, you know, just... No, I shouldn't go, but I'll get myself into trouble. Right, thank you so much to our amazing moderators, it's been unbelievable, and thank you so much to everybody for making this live stream incredible. Please smash the like button before you check out, leave a comment as well. I will be going through the comments, I'm very behind the comments, so I'll be going through the comments, hopefully, tomorrow I'll set aside a couple of hours and go through all of your comments on the video. John Penman, heard you, my friend, thank you so much, John, for being here. Right, okay, Andy Howard, great stream, thanks Gav, and thanks to moderators too, no problem, my friend. Steffi, thank you, Gav, moderators, for keeping live stream safe and family friendly. No problem at all. No problem at all, Steffi. It's our pleasure to do that. Anne Smith, thanks, Gav and Mars. Over to you, Anne. I'm not sure to shout you out, actually, Anne, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anne's going to hibernate till March, if the models are correct. You tuck down. You tuck down, Anne. Right, okay, it's been a lovely live stream, absolutely incredible, thank you so much. J72, great stream, Gav, and thanks to the mods, another job well done, no problem at all, my friend, thank you so much for being here. Right, okay, see Wells there, Gav, you're going back to Tenerife next year? I don't know, Stevie, I don't know yet, I haven't decided. I might go somewhere else, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see, my friend. I've got this winter to get through before I think too much about that. B! Thanks, moderators and Gav. Bye all. No problem, B. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Okay, we'll end it there, but I'll just tell you what's coming up tomorrow. Best stream. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. And see you soon, TBLS. Guy Morley, hi, Gav. We'll watch live stream again, as I was like. No problem at all, Guy. There's some epic charts there. You enjoy. Right, okay, so I'll just tell you what's coming up. Tomorrow, I'm a challenge down 6 a.m. UK. Both forecast, I'm taking the 14 day as well. Slightly quiet today, always on a Monday. Next live stream is going to be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. So I shall see you live. No, 6 p.m. What am I talking about? Next live stream is next Wednesday. Been a long stream, hasn't it? Next live stream will be on Wednesday at 6 p.m. We live stream 10 to 40. Now, of course, it's a wild Wednesday, so we'll know then just how bad the storm has been. I would imagine I'll be live streaming, through some pretty windy weather. Not necessarily here, but other northwestern parts of the country. But anyway, that will make for an interesting stream on Wednesday. And of course, we'll be back next Sunday with another Sunday live stream. So with that one, we'll be discussing the 5th winter update. We'll bring you more long range on that as well. I would have thought CFS and CANSIPs maybe next Sunday. Stay safe and stay well. Enjoy the rest of your Mark saying you're going to New York again in December. Yeah, no, I'm not going to New York again in December. I think that's probably a once in a lifetime sort of thing. I'm not sure. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I'm not sure I'll go back. I might do. I'll see. Never say never, but that's like a once in a lifetime holiday. New York. So I won't be going back to New York this December anyway. Right, so yes, next live stream will be we'll discuss the 5th winter update, and we'll look at CFS V2 and probably CANSIPs as well with that one. No Friday stream this week. I'm off to see The Exorcist on Friday night. So have you missed Friday off? You enjoy the rest of your sunny evening. Stay safe and stay well, and we'll see you very soon, either for our videos or maybe for another stream. But for this one, that's all for now, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.